What we do here is go back.
Hey guys, welcome back to Talk It Up with Cindy and Jerry.
What's going on, everybody?
What's going on? If it's your first time watching our video or our podcast. Hit the subscribe button or, give us a comment or
like, share.
Yeah.
I'm Jerry, she's Cindy, and we basically talk about our over 30 years lives together, different topics, marriages, going through the struggles.
Yep.
And today's podcast is something that's dangerous for me. Again, I'll talk about it again, so you guys are witnessing it. If I don't come back, 911.
911, really?
911.
Okay.
We're talking about Latinas.
He's like our Latinas. I've had a trying week. I've had a very crazy week.
Yeah.
I'm physically and mentally exhausted, and he's just trying to not push the rest of my buttons.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
It's been a bad week.
Because Latinas can be crazy.
Yeah.
They throw their last episode was what your intuition, women's intuition.
Well, no, it's not just it wasn't women's. It was just couples' intuition. Because men have intuition also.
We do, but it wasn't
not like ours.
Not like yours.
Yeah.
You guys like these. But this one is.
Are we crazy? Yes, we are crazy.
There you go. Thank God she said it.
I'll say it. So.
No. There's definitely right now she is on this heightened sense. Latinas are crazy. Certain things are not getting done.
Even my neighbor looked at me like I was like, I don't want to do no more projects. He goes, I don't believe you.
Oh, you said that? I want to do no more projects.
I'm over doing projects. He goes, I don't believe you.
Yeah, what's going to be great is we talk about projects. We're going to show the bedroom project. We still got the old furniture.
It's almost done.
But it's almost done, so we're definitely going to get some clips in there soon. But
this is why Latinos are crazy. So our contractor started...
Push the buttons of a Latina, and it could be very dangerous.
Yeah, they really push my buttons this week.
You lose a finger, you could lose an arm.
So they started our reno in our closet.
Yeah.
They framed it,
yeah.
did everything. But he went and started doing a different job and left my closet with just spackle. With just one coat of spackle.
Yes.
I think, or two.
But the flooring was done.
The flooring was done.
Yes.
Luckily, I know how to spackle.
Well, you know how to spackle and you know how to wet sand.
I know how to wet sand.
But...
Which he doesn't know how to... He had no idea I knew how to do that.
Right.
So...
She puts the limits. I mean, listen, I get it. It's done. But this is where I think certain other ethnic groups, they'll just sit and wait.
No, a Latina cannot wait.
She's like, the house...
If you're...
Your house has to be clean. It has to be in order. It has to be no chaos.
Yeah, no chaos.
It's like...
And that pushed my buttons because I can't live in chaos.
Yeah, it's like when we had our kids younger and they used to have the bonfire camp out night on the lake, and your kid goes too close, and you say it once, maybe twice, that's it. Otherwise, Latinas are going to go crazy.
Which I did do to our kid a couple times.
Other people are like, Timmy. It's like that, Stewie. Mommy. You don't do that to a Latina mom.
No.
It's got to stop.
She just calls your name once.
Yeah, you go once, maybe twice. After that, you're going over there with a slipper, a belt. Death is coming for the kid.
Exactly. So,
so I could say
he's been walking on eggshells. He's like, whatever you need, babe.
Yeah.
Even my son yesterday.
Oh, I think the whole week he's been helping.
He was like, he came outside. He goes, Mom, you good? I don't want you stressing. I don't want you losing it. If you need me to help you, I'll help you. So he did help me. Latinas,
man, they can be crazy. Not only that, they control the flow of everything in the house. Food. You can open we haven't got groceries. I've been busy. You're like, what the heck? Okay,
listen, I can't function if my house.
Yeah, so if you're looking,
like you can say, no, it's all clear over there, right? Past the camera.
Yes, it is. That's right. Yeah, it was a mess.
But it's all organized.
It's all organized. It is.
And our bedroom
is almost there.
It's organized. So.
See, she's like.
I went to pay the contractor today. And he was apologizing. It's not his fault. I understand things happen.
Right.
And he goes, I gotta come over and finish. I know I have to finish. And I looked at him. I gave him the envelope with the money. I'm like, it's done. He looked at me. He goes, what? I said, it's done. I said, the closet is painted. I sanded it. I painted it. I put the closet organizer
I don't think he understood that his life was getting close to the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was so just mad. Like, he hasn't called.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna sit and wait, and I think that's the worst.
Sunday, I got up. Sunday, I got out of bed and I looked, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not waiting till Monday.
Yeah.
I went and I grabbed my sanding sponge and my bucket, and I told him, I said, don't bother me for the rest of the day. Figure yourselves out. He actually even took care of dinner.
I did.
Took me a day.
No, is that one day I grilled the chicken and shrimp on the bar? That was, what's the day? Today's Tuesday.
That was on
Sunday. I grilled some
while I was
awesome chicken and hold on, awesome chicken and shrimp on the Barbie. And it came out really, really good.
Yeah.
Little Stubbs barbecue sauce on that.
Yeah.
It was good. It simmered the fire that was growing.
When you're hangry because you're tired.
Yeah.
I was hangry, and he cooked dinner. He took care of everything. He loaded the dishwasher and everything. He didn't want me to lose my shit because I was already...
Let's get to some stories where you have lost your shit. Let's talk about when I fell asleep on the Montero.
And I lost my shit.
And you lost your shit. Who remembers the days of the Nextel phones? Clip, clip, chirp, chirp. Was it? Chirp, chirp. Where you at? So I went out with some fellas. It was a kind of like a bachelor party. Well, somebody was getting married. We knew and stuff like that. I didn't know him directly, but I knew the guys. I'd seen this person a couple of times. And so we went out to the bar. We hung out. And I was telling... Well... It was a long night. So I told my buddy, hey, I'm going to just take a nap in the truck. He said, why don't you come inside? I'm like, I'm just going to like 10, 15 minutes. And even our friend's wife was like, yo, you're not going to check on Jeremy? I think the truck is still out there, the SUV. He's like, nah, he's good. Don't worry about it. So I lay there.
It was like 4 o'clock in the morning.
No, it was not 4 o'clock in the morning. No, it wasn't.
I came home from the club and I went to my mom's apartment. And every time I leave the club is when it's closing. The bar. I left Glenn's. I was at Glenn's.
Okay.
And
listen. So she called me. She called me once. She called me once. This is how I did it. I thought it was the first time. She was hollering on the Nextel, and you called and you said, "Hey, where's Jerry?" And they told you where I was.
They said he's passed out in his car, but then they told me the street wrong.
Yeah, I was on
Elder.
You went to Elton.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was so mad.
And she was walking there.
I was like on the next
dressed. She was dressed to the key.
Yeah.
Or to kill. And heels and everything.
In
the Bronx. In the South Bronx.
4 o'clock in the morning. And I'm like, next telling him, beep, 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 beep. You effing mother. And he was not answering.
Yeah, I was out for that.
And he finally answers it. He goes,
I thought it was the first time she chirped me.
Oh, I
said, hey, what's up? Where you at?
Him out.
Yeah,
I chewed him out so badly. It was bad.
The drive home was a scary drive because, we live up here in the country and stuff like that.
You give that person a dead stare.
Yeah, you're just driving and you don't want to look.
He didn't want to look at me.
I was like this. You gonna say anything? You gonna be good to drive? I'm good to drive. First of all, the truck, the SUV was brand new. I think only 6-7 months old.
Not even.
And you just got your license.
I didn't even ask to drive. That was not the time I even offered to
That was not the time?
I was just so mad.
I don't know. I was just there like this. And you just don't look. I
was fuming.
It's like Star Wars. Stay on target.
Doors.
Yeah, she did.
I was slamming doors.
Yeah. She was like,
40 minutes or 30 minutes. I'm hollering and you're not answering.
And all you want to do now is you're home. You think you're going to go to sleep. No. That's not going to happen. Because since you didn't give her eye contact, that was the mistake. You didn't give her eye contact. The argument and the rage didn't happen.
It made it
so
home.
I thought, hey, nothing happened. I'm going to get undressed, and I'm going to hit this bed. No. There was like another 30 minutes as we're undressing, and I didn't know what to say. I just like, I'm really sorry. I thought it was the first chirp. I thought I was only sleeping for 10 minutes. I probably slept for like 30 minutes in that vehicle, maybe 40 tops.
I was so mad. And I called my sister.
Yeah, that's another thing. They gotta call everybody and tell them.
Call everybody.
Yes, you do.
We have designated people we call.
Yeah, okay. You call like one fella. Yo, I don't even think we do that. Let me tell you what this girl did to me. let me tell you what this woman did to me. We don't. No.
Oh no, I call my sister. I'm like, She was, you finally got home? Did you finally get in contact with him? I was like, I want
No,
to
you
kill
did it
him.
because you didn't call your sister. Debbie
Yes, I did.
Debbie knew about the story. Johnny knew about the story.
After, but I
It's
called
still-
my sister that
yeah,
day because
okay.
I was the one I was clubbing with her that night. So she wanted to make sure I got home because she went upstairs to go sleep.
Yeah. I
I was still downstairs looking.
We could have gotten to sleep also, but you wanted to let it all out.
Yeah, I
And
did.
then you let it out in the afternoon.
The next day?
Every time for like 2 weeks.
Oh, I gave him hell.
Yeah, it was like,
did. I
and
gave
then
him hell.
you know my buddy calls me, Jose. He's like, "Yo, man, Debbie just told me what Cindy called her. Yeah, yo, you fell asleep. She was chirping you. I'm like, dude, he was like, but I told you coming to the house, then I would have woken you up. I'm like, I don't know, man. I just, it was.
So yeah,
I mean,
always say you guys don't fight. Yes, we do.
Yeah,
I
we
can be
fight. Yeah, yeah.
I can hold a grudge for days.
Yeah.
Where he'll just let it go in 2 days, whatever. And me.
So in the beginning, here's the mistake. I didn't know because I thought, you go in there like, let's say it happens today, and you go in there 4 hours later on in the room. You don't go in the room of a Latina. She's angry for certain days. You don't go in there and say, "Hey, babe, you want?" No, you don't do that because it just makes.
Just pisses you.
Yeah,
off
pisses them off more. You wait.
You wait, or you do something to distract.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
Yeah, or that, or if it's like Saturday and it happened Thursday, and you're like, "Hey, you want to take a drive? You want to go eat? You want to go?"
That's it. Yeah.
Then that's like okay. But otherwise, you stay under the covers. It's like you're like in the jungle. Is it safe to come out? I don't know, man. You're talking to yourself. Don't do it, Charlie. Don't do. It's. I should have known this from like. And we've talked about this on this
Your mom
podcast.
wasn't like that with.
No, my mother, no, because she was Americanized, so that.
Because my mom was the same way.
Yep, your mom was like a matriarch. Like The Godfather.
My mom was the same way.
Yeah.
My dad,
your dad told me.
Yeah.
I met her dad the first time, and he was like, "That woman crazy." You laugh because he said, "That woman crazy." One time I was in the bar, and she come with a bat, and she chased me all around the neighborhood. Cabrón! All these words. At first, I didn't even know all these words because nobody was talking Spanish in my house anyway, so. Now I know them because I had to learn them because I was getting called certain words. I'm like, you need to stop. Because first, you don't talk Spanish in the house anyway. And then when you get upset, I felt like there's a movie with Salma Hayek and Matthew Perry.
Fool's Rush In.
Fool's Rush In.
Yes.
Now, even though I am, Hispanic, half Puerto Rican, half Spaniard, if you've seen some of our podcasts, I was really raised more Americanized. And there was a scene where she was really upset.
Mm-hmm. And she was cursing him on
And we
his
saw
Spanish.
this movie in the movie theater. I took you.
And he's nudging me. He's going like this on my leg. That's you.
Yeah.
That's you.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I did. She was up there. She was hollering, and he went like this. I don't even know what you said. I don't know what that means. And I was like, that was me. So I knew she was cursing me out on times and stuff like that. But I should have known from the get go because if you've seen this podcast, our first date where I had a family emergency, so I couldn't show up.
You said that with a serious face.
I did, right? I had a family emergency.
You actually believe your lie?
I do. And then the second time, when she said, "Hey, you want to meet up and go out?"
Just say it.
I had another family emergency,
No,
so I couldn't do it.
No. Just say it. You stood me up twice.
I stood up twice again, So on the third one, it was like, "Hey, come on in. Yeah, sure, okay."
Yeah.
I'm sitting there, everything's good. I'm like, "Okay, this is cool." Ding dong, and then like, "Hey, come on in." And I'm like, because the hallway comes this way, and we're in the living room, and I'm sitting there, and another guy shows up.
It pissed me off.
Yeah, and
Backup.
yeah,
it was backup.
She had a backup. She did.
So
And-
you knew you weren't dealing with an average girl.
No, it wasn't.
No.
But that story lingers because every time people meet us and how'd you guys meet up? Right away, that story has to come out. That is like one of your stories that you go to. Well, let me tell you about this guy.
Well,
He stood me up 3 times, and they go, "Really? Did you stand?" But look at her; she looks amazing. I'm like, you know what, guys?
He didn't.
I had a family emergency.
You didn't have no family emergency. You were too busy hanging out.
I lived in Manhattan. You lived in the Bronx. It wasn't like Uber days. It was like.
So I'm gonna ask you a question.
Oh,
because he stood me up.
Don't even ask these questions.
He stood me up twice.
I did. Yeah.
But in his defense, he didn't know what I looked like because we really didn't.
No, your sister saw me. You saw. Yeah,
he knew my sister.
Yeah.
If you had known what I looked like, from the get-go because you didn't know what I looked like, would you have stood me up the first time?
We have a constitution, right? In this country, we have the right.
Come on, answer
in this country, we have the right to
so
say.
You still would have stood me up.
I have taken the fifth.
Oh wow!
No, I wouldn't have stood you up. I probably wouldn't have stood you up. I mean, this is like, again, we're over 30 years together, so this is like 30. I was young. I was reckless.
I was so mad the first.
She
two
was.
times that
She was. She was.
I was livid because you're 17, and when you're 17, it's like. You live for the weekends to party and hang out and go dancing or whatever or go on dates. But when you get stood up twice on a weekend and you're like, I could have been at a club, I could have been out doing this, I could have been at the movies, but no. So,
again. So I mean, I should have realized.
On top of that, the third date, it wasn't even a date.
No, it was a meetup.
I just had him hang out at my house with me because the other two times we were supposed to go out and he left me waiting. So this time he got stuck in my mom's house watching me clean.
Yeah, she was.
That was your punishment.
That was a punishment. That was. But I mean, so I should have known because that story just carries forward. I mean, right now, if somebody meets us. And that question comes up, wow, you guys are really energetic, good vibe, good flow, and stuff like that. And then usually comes in, how'd you guys meet? Right away, bam! Let me tell you this story.
So he said, when I'm like, is your wife crazy? Yeah.
She's crazy. I feel like her dad. She crazy.
Like, I was losing, we were talking about the renovation and stuff, and I was saying, I'm so mad. He goes, please be nice. Please.
Yes.
Please don't
because, we live on this block, and I just don't want to have an issue with my neighbors. Say, hey, I'm upset. But just don't be like you are to me, that you stabbed me. And there's no conversation at all. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, just let them know, hey, it was kind of messed up. We were waiting for you. Then nobody called. Blah, 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 blah.
I told my other neighbor, and he goes, tell him how it is.
No, because you know why? See,
he's rough around the edges. Just tell him how it is,
because Dean doesn't know your wrath. He doesn't, he just knows sweet Cindy that knows how to do home repairs. That is the most deadliest combination. Your wife is hot looking, and she knows how to use a drill. She has a table saw. She has a handheld saw.
Also, he made fun of you today.
Everybody makes fun of me today. I mean, all the time because I don't, but they don't realize, hooking all this stuff up is my job.
Okay.
Doing this is not my job.
It's my job.
Okay, hooking all this up is my job. Looking online and figuring it out. Always giving props to you guys out there that are content creators and stuff like that. It's a lot of hard work.
Yeah.
But again.
But the physical work.
What they make fun of me? Go ahead, tell me the story.
So he's on the
Deviate this conversation.
So he's on the phone with me while my neighbor's here.
Oh, yeah.
Finish something up. And I'm telling him, listen, babe, I'm working on the closet organizer, but I need to rip one of the shelves. It's too long.
Right.
So he's like, well, why don't you just do it with your table saw? I'm like, no, you can't do it with the table saw. You have to use a circular saw. He's like, but why? So my neighbor's like, he's laughing. He goes, he's like, because the circular saw is in your hand, and you can just go over it. The table saw, or that one, it's stationary.
I get it. I get it now. You just it's there for a certain amount of width, and you cut it and attack. That's it. Or a circular saw, you go across.
Exactly.
All right.
So he was like,
all right.
Ooh. He goes, I gotta get him for this one.
Oh my god!
So remember, he heard him on the phone. He goes, "Don't worry, you got Cindy the builder here. Don't worry, you don't got Bob the builder. You got Cindy the builder."
Yeah. No, it's scary. You know what I'm saying? People gotta, again, if I don't come back out of these things, you gotta look for like a mount. Not even a concrete. Yeah. First of all, you walk across the grass and you'll notice like, oh, it's really hard, and you dig and you're like, the hell? There's a concrete slab here. Mm-hmm. And Jerry hasn't been. He didn't leave her. Yeah. He's in the concrete slab because Latinas are crazy.
Yeah, we are crazy. Don't push our buttons.
I mean.
No, I'm nice though. I'm not that bad.
Listen, you are absolutely. You're a sweetheart. Absolutely. Yeah. It's just when you get into that
pissed off.
Yeah, and then
but you know,
it's the combination.
I'm not one of those, because us Latinas, we can be really. I have sisters that are like loud.
Loud. No,
like,
you're not loud. You're not loud. But here's the combination
so my
you
mom
have.
used to have a word for me. She used to call me la gata.
What does that mean? I don't know what that means.
La gata is like, you know how cats have their claws hidden?
Yeah. Oh, you said la gata. Gata? Gata?
Yeah, la gata.
Okay.
Cat.
Okay.
So she's like, you're like a cat. Your claw's always hidden. You're nice.
Oh, you're like those cats that sit up on the top and you're like, yo, can I walk by? Yeah, walk by. And then the cat jumps on you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
see?
my mom's
Yeah.
like, come on,
but not only that, it's the combination of a Latin girl, a Hispanic girl from the Bronx, but from the South Bronx. There's a lot of mixing in there that happen. So that puts you in this strict, dangerous, most wanted list. Husband stay away, stuff like that. And people go, yo, how did you do it? I'm here. I'm here 30 years.
She got 7 sisters. Dude.
You know, she's got,
how did you do that?
She got a nice car. She got a nice little Kia Sportage there. She got a closet now. I keep things going to keep her happy. I'm running out of things though. I mean, hopefully the Florida house will.
I'm not materialistic.
Is she okay?
Really?
It's not that you're materialistic. Is that, you know, I buy a pair of sneakers. I don't even think that they got to match the jeans. They're a pair of sneakers.
I'm a coordinator.
You buy a pair of, what was that, Nikes, and you were like, look, they match the pants. Like, perfect. You're like this styling and all that stuff. And I just stay quiet because, again, if I say, but you have like 4 other pairs, they didn't match the pants, and you put that serious face, and I go, okay. I'm not going to win this battle because I don't win battles here. I just say, okay. Now, we argue. We do. I'll have my... Listen, I could be an ass. I could be an ass. There's no doubt about it. You know what I'm saying? So...
Yeah, he could be an ass. He just says that I'm worse because I can be vindictive.
It's
He says I'm not vindictive.
Nah, it's not vindictive. It's just...
I could hold a grudge.
You hold the grudge longer.
I make it obvious.
Yeah, you hold the grudge longer, and it's definitely like, hey, you know, I'll be down here just watching movies or playing a game. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I made the mistake. Like, hey, do you want to talk? No, I don't want to talk about it. We talked, and now I'm pissed. Oh, okay, you know. Sorry, you know. You think it's a normal relationship, like you go back and like, hey, do you want to talk about it? The argument was the talking about it.
Yes, exactly.
So why do you want to come and talk? So that's the mistake I would do. I would go in there and say, hey, do you, thinking, you know, like Dr. Phil and stuff like that.
I'm like, no, I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, they're like, we did it. Yeah, we talked about it. You lost. So now you just got to wait till I'm ready. And now I know. It's just like, okay, we had the argument. I didn't win that round. Mm-hmm. Another notch for Cindy. I got 3 wins. I got 5 wins in my 30 years. She's got 1,222 wins.
He's such an exaggerator.
And you know what? I'm going downstairs, and I'll wait in 2 days. And then, you know, Mama's upset, huh? Yeah. Let's just stay out of her way. Anything you want to ask, you ask me. All right? So we're not having dinner. Dinner's not. No. What do you guys want? A pie? Pie? I see sausage pie in our future, and then I would just probably either go upstairs. I'm gonna order a pie, like from the stairway. Do you want a pie? No, I want a salad. Absolutely, gonna get you that. What's that salad again? The
Melissa salad.
The Melissa salad, and that's it. You know. Don't go. We knew we were gonna go into this topic. We knew we were going to win this topic. It was on the list. You said you were comfortable with it.
I'm comfortable with it. I don't have a problem saying that I could be.
Okay, because I want to make sure I don't have to get. I don't have to worry about it later on.
I don't have a problem admitting that I could be a biatch.
Yeah. Okay. All right. But
in my defense, I'm not as bad as my sisters.
Let me think about
my brother-in-laws. They're worse.
I don't know. I don't think I've seen one sister argue a lot, but that is because the other guy was a couple of assholes.
Knucklehead?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The ones in Queens, you know, I guess sometimes he could be. I don't know.
They can hold their own.
You know what it is, guys? Here it is. You know, guys could be where no matter how old a guy gets, we are immature.
Yes.
So we make stupid comments, we make stupid mistakes.
Yes.
You know, we were still, which I don't understand why you guys don't appreciate. Hey, I'm gonna change. All right, I'm coming over to the room, and you're like, you see me for like 1,000 times, and I'm like, and every time it makes me happy. I'm like a little kid. I'm like that kid from Animal House where, if you ever seen the movie, the girl lands on the bed and he's like, "Thank you, God." I think he says that or whatever. I'm like, that's me. So that should be like a plus,
Yep.
But no, see, she said no. But anyway, so guys, we're immature. We just, we say the wrong word.
They can be immature, and we can be aggressive.
And then you get over aggressive because of the immaturity. Yes. And I'm like, but this is who I am. I don't understand. And then you go, but this is who I am. I'm like, yeah. Right away, it's really my fault. I should have said, yeah, that's true. Uh-huh. I should have just grown up and not do something stupid or whatever. And, this is why, for the fellas out there or the spouses or, significant others, send flowers on the day when flowers are not expected.
Yeah, he does that sometimes. He'll know if he knows.
I don't. I don't do it when I'm in the doghouse. So first of all,
no, I wasn't gonna say
okay.
that.
I gotta.
No, he'll send flowers for no reason, and then I'll call him like, "What'd you do?"
No, that's what she does. Yeah,
not all the time, but
yeah.
I'm like, "What'd you do?" Or "What do you want?" Or "What's going on?" And he's like, "No, I wanted to send you flowers because I wanted to show you I appreciate you." And then I'll be like, "Oh, thank you." But first of all, we were like, tread carefully. Like, okay, what did he do? Right. What does he want? Right.
Like right now, I really feel upset about the driveway. I know it has come off, and I think
it's gonna come off.
Yeah, I think if I get
it'll come off. I'll do one more.
Yeah.
So he's talking about when I was wet sanding
the spackle.
The spackle.
She said
a bucket with water.
She said, take the bucket downstairs and dump it. And I said, but you didn't hear me. I'm going to just pour it out in the driveway. Because why would I pour?
You pour it, like, even your son said, he goes, why did he go off to the corner behind the wolf?
I don't know. I didn't do that. I didn't. You're right. I should have. I just dumped it. You
got to be more detailed with that. That's not.
Oh, you really got to be kidding me. My own son?
Your own son, he goes, Mom, you got to be detailed with him. That's what it is. I was like,
maybe, yeah, but I just was like, what's?
Because he saw me taking out the power washer. He goes, you look like you're in a bad mood. I'm like, do you see this? Do you see this? And he's like, I was wondering what that was. I was like, this was your dad. This was your dad. And he's
right
like,
there. Latina's going crazy. She was plotting stuff. I'm gonna bury him. I'm gonna poison the food. I'm gonna. It's on. Now I've got an extra task to do.
Yeah, so your son looked at me and goes, if you set it up,
I'll do it.
I'll do it. Go finish
and
what
it
you're
did,
doing
most of it came off, and then what happened was you saw it when it was wet, and it dried.
I saw twice.
What happened?
He did it twice.
And I did one more.
Yeah, it's almost gone.
It's almost gone. I think it's got to be, like, get the brush with soap and just brush it all off.
He's like, I'm just going to brush it off.
Listen, I already thought, I'm like, oh, man, I'm just going to have to
reseal it.
Reseal the driveway.
No, I'll get it out.
That's what I thought. This fall, I'm not even going to pay a guy. I'm just going to get the bucket, get the thing, and just...
You can't do that. I've done it before.
All right, let's not go into this whole thing. Yeah. You know what? Let's not even go into that. Let's not. Right away, you got to shout it out.
I see you.
No, you got to shout it out.
Yes.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't
do that. Don't do that. Yeah.
You don't know how to handle that squeegee and all that stuff for that.
You know what? I'm not even going to go into this conversation because I don't want to go into this. I don't want to deviate of what I could do and what I could do.
You can't do
what I could do and what I could not do in this house.
We were joking, Dean and I was like, yeah, he's not built for
No, you know why?
He's not built for manual labor.
No, that is so... You know why? Because...
Listen.
One time I was replacing the light, and we deviate sometimes. The light bulb, whatever you want to call it, the actual fixture, I think. It was the actual fixture, wasn't it? Yeah, it was the fixture. No, yes, it was. It was the fixture. We got a new fixture.
Oh, yes. And he took a photo.
And my neighbor was right there next door, and he was like, holy shit, hold on, I got to get a camera.
Because he never does anything like this.
He was like, Jerry's on a ladder. and not even the short ladder. He was on a long ladder and everything like that, and he took a photo of it. I was like, damn, what the hell?
He's very informed to see you doing stuff.
I do stuff.
He goes, I'm not surprised with you. He goes, because I told him, I said, I finished the closet. He goes, it doesn't surprise me. He goes, now, if you would have said Jerry did it, he goes, I would have been so surprised.
I'm going to do something and videotape it. All right? So is there AI to make fake videos and shit? Because I would do, no.
So back to the topic.
Yeah.
of
So
Latina being crazy. I think we are like even he says he goes, I see you with power tools. He goes, sometimes you kind of scare me.
Yeah, of course. A woman with power tools. There's just so many combinations. Latin, Bronx, South
like,
Bronx, power tool
with
usage.
a power tool.
Yeah, you know.
Would you have one of those, the head trimmer or one of
I have been
watch
said.
out.
Yeah, I've never been chased with a frying pan or a screwdriver. That's never happened. But it's the stares. It's the stares that you feel burning. Like I said, when I'm driving and she's just pissed, I'm like, Don't look. Just drive forward. And even to this day, I don't know if you should just have the conversation while you're driving, or just hopefully she forgets it. And then what happens is you go in the bedroom, and she'll just say, "You know, I'm upset." And I'm like, "Yeah, of course, I know this. We had the argument before we got in the car, and you didn't say nothing. I did it because you're upset. I mean, if I have this argument in the car, you know, you could grab the steering wheel, we could lose control."
I would never do that. You're such an exaggerator.
No, but I'm just saying.
He just hates when because he goes, I can read it all over you.
Oh, it's. I don't even know. I stuttered there. It's 100%. You could just. You don't have to look. It's like a heat intensity feel on your side of the person that's driving. You're just like, it's just. And if it's coming from the city, it's, you know.
It feels like forever.
Yeah, it does. Because we've driven from the village, which is probably to get to our area about 55 minutes or so. It's a quiet drive. It's really nice. It's West Side Highway is empty. Nobody's on the highway. You get
we never had like an argument or situation like if we're downtown. Or
no, downtown. No, we always have a good time. No, it was probably that one time in the Bronx. That was the one time.
Yeah, or
maybe one other time
at the mall or something. Like he'll. I think there's maybe one time at the mall.
Well, I can tell you one thing. You got upset.
What?
When I had the issue with my gallbladder and I had to cancel your Victoria's Secrets, you were pissed. Yeah. She was like, I think you called your friend.
Oh,
Jackie,
we were at the mall.
And I was like, first of all, I didn't feel well, but I took her.
Yes.
I said, I'm going to just stay in the car. First of all, I didn't know what I had. I just had a lot of pain. And that day, it was starting to happen. Mm-hmm. I took her. And then finally, I said, babe, you got to come. We got to go. You
can't finish shopping.
You can't finish shopping. And she was so upset.
I was so mad. I'm like, why didn't you say something before
I did, but you didn't want to listen. I did. It was so bad.
We didn't make it home.
I think, and our son was with us. And I said, call the ambulance and meet us there because I'm not going to make it.
The ambulance had to meet us at the highway.
Because you got to understand, for a guy,
you guys don't have
we see the light. And we fight the light. We fight the light. So
pain
I'm like,
tolerance.
If we get to the house, I'm not going to make it. And we're going to stop right here. The ambulance picked me up. Jeremy was traumatic because the cop.
He wasn't.
Yes, he said. He did. He said the cop. Remember, the cop's cars always get first before the ambulance. Mm-hmm. He was like, why did
everything okay with Daddy?
Why did they take him away?
Yeah, and I was like, Daddy, be fine. I got to take you home. I dropped the kids off at the house with our older. Yeah. We didn't even have Aiden yet. We just had Jeremy.
So
I left him with
this is daughter. And now I get there, and they're giving me. Actually, you met up with Jackie. They got there.
She met me at the hospital.
Yeah, I think I was sleeping because you guys heard me snoring.
You were on medication.
Yeah,
you were out.
And they were like, "Oh, that's him," and they went right to the room and stuff. But again, she was upset because I ended the shopping. Now let's fast forward it to a year. Okay, they were like, "Hey, you got gallbladder stones."
All right. You got gallstones.
Gallstones, whatever you call them. So we're gonna do the surgery and stuff like that. Now, mind you, this surgery is the most. It's the most massive.
No, it's not.
It's like it should be on Netflix documentary because especially for men.
He is so full of it.
When you come out of it,
laparoscopic.
When you come out of it, you should stay at that recovery for like 8 hours.
You're such a baby.
So I'm there, and
he's such a wuss. He doesn't have any pain tolerance, and.
She was like,
I'm in pain. I can't move. I'm like,
I couldn't move.
It's cold. I've been here all morning long.
I wasn't cold. They gave me a warm blanket.
And I'm like, we got to get home.
She actually said, she was like this. That person came in. It was a female also. Yeah. And whatever she had, she's gone already. She came after you.
He was the last one left there.
No, first of all, I was not the last one there.
Yeah, there were guys left. They were all wusses.
So, she this Latina, crazy, angry. So this is how she does it. You better. No, because she knows it. She leaned over to me, right? I thought it was the whisper of death, you know?
Like, man up.
And she said, you better man up. I'm going to be downstairs in front of the hospital. Get in the car. So you better be downstairs. That's it. We're going.
We're going home.
We're going. And the nurse, there's a nurse that watches everybody, make sure.
Freaking baby.
Yeah, she was like, are you going to be okay, Mr. Gonzalez? I'm like, I don't know. I'm just so nauseous. She gave me a bucket, right? Here, take this, right? And then she gave me a kiss on the side.
You're so full
She
of
was
it.
like, I hope you make it. I'm like, thank you.
You're so full
While I was
of
holding
it.
my bucket. So
Mind you.
so I come out, right? I couldn't even get
You're a
dressed.
big baby.
I couldn't even get dressed. I was still in the garment with my ass cheeks out in the air. It was horrible. It was horrible. No, it was. I got dressed.
You're such a big
right? Was I
baby.
dressed? Yeah, I was dressed, but I had the jeans on, but the garment, I didn't put the
You
shirt on.
see him? Mind you.
So she was like, no. She was like, what is that? I said, she gave me a bucket because,
In case you gotta throw up.
I gotta throw up, okay? And and these I'm never gonna
Oh my
wash this
God.
face ever
Look, I'll
again.
punch you.
So here it goes, right? So I go to her because the nurse tells me this. Tell her be gentle when driving. Right? We didn't even get on the highway, but you hit the first bump,
Oh my God.
right? I got stitches.
You got 3 little holes on your belly.
They're gonna have a Netflix.
Little holes like
They
this.
should do a
Little holes.
Netflix documentary on this type of surgery.
You're so full of it.
Okay, then we're on the highway. 208 there is no such thing as bumps on 208. It's a smooth highway. I don't know how you hit like at least 2 or 3 bumps, but I did. I was like,
He's so mental.
damn it, this Latina, she's crazy.
You're so freaking mental.
Anyway,
Listen, I've had my share of procedures, and he's always like, how you up and walking? It's called man up, bitch.
yo, that's so fucked up. But you know what I'm saying? So that's why Latinas are crazy, man. They just, either they look at you with their heat vision eyes, or if you're in a situation, they don't care. They're just like, you got to get up. You know, I remember when I was sick one time, fighting to not go in the light. Okay, fighting.
Listen, dude.
Fighting.
Now you're just picking at straws.
I'm not picking at straws
Yes,
because I'm
you're-
like,
You're
I'm like, can you get me this? Can you get me? I can't. I'm too weak. And like, just go down the stairs and go get it.
Yeah.
I'm like, I already brought you.
do.
I brought you the soup. I brought you the onions for your socks and your feet. No, we don't do that. Nobody does that. It's a fake. That's myth. That's a myth. Nobody puts onions.
He's a wuss. So can I be a rougher on the edges and mean? Yeah, man up.
Because you don't realize the difference of you guys getting sick, us getting sick.
What's the difference?
I can't talk about it. It's a bro code. I can't
God.
give up the bro code.
Effing man cold.
I can't do it. Anyway, oh wow, we are. All right, so.
Because he's so into his pain.
Yeah.
And
Well, no, it was the part of how you.
whining
No, because it's the
and-
part about how you Latina. You know, you're just crazy and and just
We got
be
no
like,
pity for you guys.
and just like do it. Let's go.
Yeah,
know?
man up.
Anyway, guys, we're coming to this end. We're at 30 minutes. It's a hell of a ride, that topic. Just be cautious. I can't give you the right advice. Talk to her while you're driving home and not talk to her.
Look over here.
There goes the
Do I
heat
look
vision.
happy?
There goes the heat vision. But you can make it. It's doable. I have done it. I've got over 30 plus years. I'm still here.
Somebody's working.
So it's doable. Don't give up. Don't engage. And just send flowers on days that, they don't expect. They don't expect. They don't have to be pissed off. All right? Anyway, this is it. Go ahead, do it. Go ahead, do it.
Like, subscribe,
Comment, share.
share.
Let us know about the podcast, how you guys are liking
Let us
it.
know if you are married to a crazy Latina,
Yeah. Is it
Or-
risky?
or if your husband is just a wuss and they think that your wife is just a little too rough around the edges.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, everybody, take care.
Take care, stay healthy, people.
All right.
Bye.
See ya.